Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast.
Papa-Doo!
It's recording.
All right, 3, 2, 1, ham.
Ham. Oh, shit. All right, one more time.
We're 3 weeks into it. The man still does not grasp the concept of how we start these podcasts to make it easy to edit for me. Let's try this one more time, Josephina. 3, 2, 1, ham. That's going to be close enough for me. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast, week number 3. We are on a consistent schedule right now, every single morning, Tuesday at 5 a.m. I said that kind of weird backwards, but yeah. If you're listening to us on Spotify, you are the GOATs. We love you more than anyone else on this planet.
I got to say, man, I hear your voice, but it sounds like it's coming through your camera microphone. Does that matter if it's coming through your camera microphone on Discord?
No, it shouldn't, because I know it's recording on my end.
Great.
The other way. You can blabber on, and I can change my settings here real quick. So keep the people entertained. I'll mess with my settings on Discord so you don't have to hear weird stuff from me.
So, listen, you guys are here for 3 weeks in a row. Is everything okay? Is everything all right in your life? Like, there's a lot of good content out there. Like, a lot of good content. There's fruitful, informational, definitely more funny, I'm just saying, keep your options open. Don't feel like you have to be here, because you don't. Okay, there's great stuff out there, a plethora of great content out there. I'm just a little concerned.
This is an awful thing to try to keep people listening to us.
Well, I
appreciate that. Do I sound better to you, by the way?
Yeah, you sound excellent.
All right, that's great. Well, anyway, so to completely reverse what Joey just said and push all you guys away, thank you again if you're listening to us on Spotify. You guys mean the world to us. We are trying to get our numbers back up there on Spotify to work towards monetization and all that fun stuff. So we're a long way away. So we're not doing this for money. We're doing this because we like talking to each other. Not really, but we do like talking to each other.
I'm not gonna lie. I make a lot of different type of content. Music, reactions, streams, all stuff like that. This is probably the most fun I do have because I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm like a little a giggly googler or whatever I think I just made that up, but I laugh a lot during these podcasts. No,
that's a real term. Giggly googler.
Giggly googler.
You do laugh a ton in this, and like we have normal conversations. I feel like I'm one of the only people in the world that make you laugh this much, and vice versa. You make me laugh a lot. You make me angry a lot too, but I feel like this is kind of a good time for us to unwind throughout the week. We both have so much stuff going on. I mean, Joey had a house and bought a baby. He's got a lot on that aspect of life. I just got married. Lots going on in life. So it's a great break to come in and piss each other off.
Stupid decision. Yeah, absolutely. But, we're here to vent. Not vent. We're here to talk hip hop and joke around about stuff. So we are glad you guys are here, like I was saying before Crypt interrupted me during my monologue.
Yeah, that's totally what he was saying.
In the beginning.
Yeah, take an hour or so to unwind, relax with us, Papa-Doo, or drink a water or drink a coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning whenever you're listening to this. And let's dive into some subjects we have for today. Absolutely fuck all's been going on in the rap scene, by the way. So we're grasping at straws trying to make some content here, but by God, we're sticking to the schedule. All right, so
we are.
Today, we are going to talk about this list that's been floating around on Forbes. It's the top 50 rappers of all time. Oh, did I skip a segment? Did I jump too far?
I thought we were going to Moana too, but that's okay. We could.
I actually watched Wicked this weekend.
What? Really? Nah, we're talking about that first.
Yeah, I did.
We're talking about that first.
That is totally music related. Did you watch it?
No, I did not watch it, but I've heard only amazing things about it. And I heard even if you're the manliest man of Manville, then you'll still be like in there like, yo, this shit kind of fire, bro. Like, what is your take on Wicked?
I loved it. I thought it was incredible. And I'm not a musical guy either. I actually kind of don't like musicals. Mm-hmm. And there were points where I felt like it was a little too musically. Like they would sing 3 words of a sentence. And it's like, Joey, how are you doing today, man? You have a good day? It would be like that. And I was just like, that just felt like a really odd musical segment.
Okay.
But some of the songs and the actual musical were fire. And I know they are pre-existing songs from Broadway, and this whole movie is an imagining of the Broadway play. But I thought the casting was really great. Ariana Grande played a nice bubbly character that was dumb.
Bubbly.
And she can do that very well. She did that on Victorious and did that kind of on Sam and Cat. Grew up watching her. I knew Ariana Grande as an actress before we knew her as a singer. I don't know about you.
No, not really. Like when I found out she was putting out songs, that's when I was like, oh, she used to be an actor type of thing. But she's
actress,
no. The politically correct thing is to say actor now.
No. It is actress. Fuck off.
When I was in
I
LA,
grew up my whole life.
When I was in Los Angeles, that was like the whole floating thing, and that was all the way back in 2014. Maybe it changed now. I don't know, but same thing with waiter and waitress. Like everybody's just a waiter, actor and actress. Everybody's just an act. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Sorry,
I don't know. But regardless, this is a movie that because the Moana 2 reviews don't really jump me out of my seat. You know, I was kind of excited to see Moana 2, but Wicked. After what I'm
just
hearing
interrupting
about
the shit out of you. Sorry,
it just sounds like cinematic excellence, and I'm around for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was great. And Ariana Grande knows how to sing very, very well. And the actress who played, actor, whatever the fuck you want me to call it, that played the Wicked Witch of the West was very good too. She was a great actress and had a great voice. And this movie made me feel bad for the Wicked Witch of the West. Like I hated every other character in this movie besides her. And she's supposed to be the one that I hate.
Yep.
So I'm very curious to see what Act 2 does. And I've not heard very good things about the play Act 2, and that everything awesome is in Act 1. So I'm hoping the movie can kind of rejuvenate it a little bit and do it better justice for Act 2.
Did the end of the movie?
It gave me that classic movie feeling.
Did the end of the movie say any date or anything like that for the second movie, or were they not that bold?
No, it just said to be continued. But I did see somewhere on Twitter, I think it was today, that it's November of 2025. So it's less than a year away.
What? Wow. You know what?
Yeah, which does worry me.
Why?
Because I feel like they're not going to put near as much time into it unless they've been planning to do a part 2 for the entire time they've been filming this. Then maybe it'll be better than I'm anticipating.
Yeah. No, listen, Lord of the Rings, I mean, I would assume most of those movies were shot in succession, you know what I mean? Because they all came out a year apart from each other. Right. And they all flowed beautifully, obviously. And then you have like Infinity War and Endgame with the Avengers movies. Those only came out a year apart from each other. I think they were all filming. I think they filmed both parts at the same time.
I feel like you're probably right because there's
one after the other.
There's obviously 2 acts to it in real life too.
Right.
And like Harry Potter was filmed that way. They consistently nonstop filmed for 11 years, I think, of their lifetime. And they knew they were making all the movies whenever they made the first one. So I think you're probably right in that aspect. Yeah. I'm excited to see it. Nonetheless, it was very good.
Dope. Wow. I did not think we were going to talk about Wicked, but here we are.
Yeah.
Talking about Wicked.
The podcast of never staying on topic.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I really am sold now, and I'm just gonna go see the movie now. So fuck this.
Go see it, dude. It cost $20 for me and my wife to go, and I got some waters. So it felt like movie tickets were cheaper than they used to be. About the only thing in life that's cheaper than it used to be. Did he leave? Did I hear his headphones just fall to the ground? I think he left. Well, that's fun. Thanks for stopping by the Papa Do podcast.
Papa Do! Oh, see it. All right.
And there it is. I was like, he's really gone. He's letting the joke play out a little too long.
Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, sometimes people go overboard with their jokes, and I don't know. I am some people might call me a white comedian.
With jokes,
Yep. You goddamn right.
I didn't know we were talking about this either. Man, Joey, the king of segues. Andrew Schulz is in hot fire right now for his Kendrick Lamar response. And Joe, I don't know if you want to lead into this. I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, I guess we could lead into it. So from what I understand, or where it all began, is what's the song or what's the
That was
podcast?
Whacked Out Murals at the end of it.
Whacked Out Murals. Okay,
Oh.
but this happened before. Okay, so the mention, or he put the spotlight on this line, or that the comedian said in a podcast. I believe the podcast was with Charlemagne the God, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the name of the podcast, but Andrew Schulz basically made a joke about the black wife effect, like the effect, which is interesting to me since I happen to be married
you do have a black wife
to a black woman. But yeah, and so yeah, he was talking about the black wife effect, which the joke basically revolved around men go bald because they're stressed out by their black wife, and they also grow beards so they could take a punch to the face from their black wife. Okay,
Sorry.
Apparently that's up your alley. With you.
Liz, I'm probably not the person to speak on this.
Anyways,
Sorry,
yeah,
I just,
and then
my sense of humor is
and
very
that's why
broad.
Kendrick said. That's why Kendrick said that line that really stuck out to me like a sore thumb in Whacked Out Murals. That just seems so random to me. He was like, "No
It
white
was so out of
comedian
left
talks about
field.
black women. That's law." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah,
I get it, kinda. Why did you say that, sir?" But
it felt so out of left field. I remember reacting to that, and I was like, "Did I just hear that right? Like, am I on a different song?" Everything just felt so off out of it.
Now, Kendrick is in his diss bag right now, and I think he is a little bit unhinged, but at the same time, I mean, this is the guy that made All Right and To Pimp a Butterfly in general, you know what I mean? He stands for black excellence and making black people feel empowered and shit like that, and
Right.
it's fucking dope. And but you know, I thought it was I don't know. I feel like there's more history to this because I don't know. To me, it seems like a type of joke that's right along the lines of Chappelle and shit like that. So I feel like there's more history to this. For him to come out and say that and start a whole feud. Well, I guess it's arguable who started a quote unquote feud, but yeah, I don't know.
I
Have you
agree.
read
I
into
think
it at
it's-
all, or what's up?
I never knew like what started it. I knew it was about Andrew Schulz because a lot of people told me it was about him whenever I reacted to it, because even then I was like, who is he even talking about? At first I thought he was talking about like Bill Burr, because I know Bill Burr was married to a black woman, and I don't know if they still are or not, but like also Owen, what's his name? I cannot remember his first name. Oh, it's gonna bother me. Gary Owen, I think is his name.
Okay, we
Yeah.
could have Stuart look it up.
And he was also married. Yeah, I think it's Gary Owen or Gary Owens. It's one of the two. But
comedian.
he was also
yep.
married to a black woman. They're both white comedians, and they're both very funny. So I thought maybe it was about them. But then I saw it was about Andrew. My personal take on it, man, is it's a comedian. Like it's not serious, and I feel like when you cross that line and take it as serious, that just to me it almost shows fragility as a man. And I don't know if I want to take it that far, but it's just like, bro, it's not serious. Like, don't take it serious.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. From what I'm pretty sure he was in a room with 2 or 3 other black guys during that podcast. I could be wrong about that, but I think he was. Meaning he was the token white dude in the room. I could be wrong about that. If I'm wrong about it, just say something about my eyebrows and move on. Okay, just don't get too personal. Don't talk about my dog. But yeah, it still seems like the same thing to me. I mean, if you take the joke too seriously, then you're just, I don't know. I feel like the comedian gets the license. That's all. I think that's what it is. The comedian gets the license to, you know, cross that line sometimes.
Yeah,
that's kind of my take
and I think
on
if
it.
you're like trying to make it funny as a comedian, you're not just like saying openly racist stuff or just like stuff that isn't funny. Like I
Right.
laughed when you said white men grow beards to take a punch. Like I think, like obviously, clearly he's telling a joke. He's not meaning that in the literal sense, and I'm fine
Right.
with that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just and another thing that I saw that was pointed out is like Kendrick is doing a collaboration with South Park, who they have literally made fun of every facet of every human being ever, including black women. Shaft left the show, not Shaft. His name's Shaft. I can never remember his real name.
I'm not sure.
What is Shaft's real name?
Shaft's real name? Stuart,
he played
you want to look it up?
Isaac Hayes, right? I think that's what it is. He left the show.
Yeah. Damn.
He left the show because they were making fun of Scientology back in the day before he passed away. And like, to me, if you're just, I don't know, if it, like, he's working with South Park, that's the thing, and he's not upset with him, but he's upset with Andrew Schulz. I'm with you. I think there's something way more personal with Andrew on the whole situation, and it's not the fact that he was making fun of a black woman at a comedy show or during a podcast.
I think it's, it's kind of like if there's somebody that says something and you laugh at it because you like that person, or you like the person a little bit more, and then somebody says the exact same joke, but you just happen to not like that person. You're like, yo, fuck you. Why would you say that? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It could be like one of those things. It could be one of those things, but I don't know. Kendrick doesn't answer my text. So
that sucks.
I'm not sure. Somebody did answer my text, though, that I wanted to talk about. Somebody that I messaged yesterday. It was actually a background singer from the Tiny Desk concert that happened the other day. For
That's
Doechii.
your segue?
It is my segue.
Crazy.
Because it's real. One of the background singers that was on the Tiny Desk concert for Doechii, because they have all the credits and the information on YouTube of who did what. Because I thought we'll get into it, but the whole ensemble that she had behind her, I thought was phenomenal. She, I messaged her and was like, yo, y'all went crazy. Keep doing your thing. Shouts to Amani. That's her name. She was one of the background singers there. And she actually didn't message me back until just before we hit record on this podcast. But
that's sick.
It was cool, man, because that was my first time. Call me a fake fan of music. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. You can't hurt me the way these Call of Duty lobby motherfuckers hurt me. So that was my first time.
That's some crazy talk.
That's my first time watching a Tiny Desk concert ever.
That is just so unreal to me. I called him the other day and told him, yeah, Doechii's kind of getting a lot of backlash on the internet right now, but she also just did a Tiny Desk concert. And Joey's like, yeah, I've never watched one of those. I was like, you've never watched one? Like, Mac Miller has one of the best ones ever, and he has never seen that, so he's definitely got to go watch that too. Yeah. But, yeah, it just blew my mind that you had never seen a Tiny Desk concert before.
I'm going to do my homework. Are they all like, it was funny. It sounded like the type of production, like neo soul, I guess, type of style to it, type of smoothness. And it had like a Tyler, the Creator type chords being played. It was just so soulful. And it was like, yo, I feel like I'm watching a live Tyler, the Creator production, but Doechii's like leading it with rapping and stuff like that. I don't know. That's how it kind of felt to me. Is every Tiny Desk concert like that? Do they turn every song into a neo soul type of song?
All the ones I have, they do. I feel like her ensemble was a lot bigger than the ones that I remembered. But I know Mac Miller's was like that. I think Tech Nine did one that was like that, where he at least did a song. Him and Chris Calico did one, or a Tiny Desk-esque style. T-Pain, same thing. Like, they're all similar to that. The ones that I've seen anyway.
Gotcha. So maybe Tiny Desk is most like catered more towards a mature listening audience. I don't know.
Which is crazy to have Doechii on there and consider a mature audience.
She's fire though. She really is.
She is, dude. I watched like the first 5 minutes of it. I didn't get to watch the rest of it because I got caught up doing other things. But I know Doechii as from my wife's bad bitch playlist. Like, she puts it on when she's at the gym, or when she wants to feel like she's a bad bitch. She listens to this playlist that Doechii's on, and every song that I've ever heard is like ignorant, just like bad bitch music. And I'm not calling it ignorant. I'm just saying like the sound is that ignorant sound.
Yeah, I almost call it ignorant,
to hear that
like
she was doing a Tiny Desk, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm referring to, like a genre.
But I love the concept of it. It made me want to dive into her discography a little bit, because no one song sounded the same, which is always cool. Crazy is the one that my wife personally plays all the damn time in the house. So that go crazy, yeah. That go crazy, yeah.
You want to do it some more? Yeah. And- the song that I've known Doechii from, I got to look at the title of it real quick because I never remember the title. The song is called Yucky Blucky Fruitcake.
Nice.
That is the song that I knew Doechii from.
'Tis the
And
season
so you hear,
for fruitcakes. So, I mean, hey.
It is. Fruitcakes are awful food. But you hear that somebody that has a song called Fruity Blucky Bukkake Disc, whatever, doing a Tiny Desk concert. You just don't feel like it's going to be something worth listening to. But what I heard in the beginning was awesome.
Yeah, so I have a different opinion on the beginning. I thought the beginning was stupid as fuck. The first minute and 30 seconds of her performance, that's where she was doing the fart noises and stuff like that.
That was stupid. It almost felt like slam poetry.
Yeah. The whole performance had that vibe, I would say. Well, at least when she was rapping, at least. But yeah, I don't know. That part, I was like, is this why she's getting back? So what, did you read anything about backlash for Doechii? Because I didn't. I made it a point to watch this Tiny Desk concert. This goes back to what we were saying a couple episodes ago, where it was like, yo, I'm not going to look at reviews anymore before I watch something. I'm just going to watch it, gather my own opinion, put it out into the world. Now that's that step. Then after, listen to people's feedback on what they thought. So yeah, was there any backlash about this performance specifically? Because I didn't look at any reviews about it.
The only things that I ever saw, I saw just random tweets that say, why is Doechii getting so much hate? And then I would see just people quote tweeting the Tiny Desk concert and be like, y'all are for real listening to this, or this is trash. And there was one person said all it is pussy rap. Just that's the stuff that I kept seeing about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought I mean, to me, it just looked like a really well done performance. I mean, in terms of what she's talking about, it's weird for me, man, because when it's always kind of cool to me when a rapper is talking to the audience so polite, so showing so much gratitude, showing class. But as soon as the song starts, they become a whole nother entity, a whole nother character. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Hello. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It really means the world. All right, this song is blah, 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 blah. My pussy so good. Hell yeah, bitch. You know what I mean when I come through, bitch. You know what I mean? Hello?
Oh.
That's what and then the song's over and thank you so much, I really
thank you, Tiny Desk. Oh my god.
I don't know, but to me that's it's I don't know. It's something about that. And I thought she has it. Whatever it is. Like Lil Wayne said in one of his fucking 5,000 verses that he put out in 2007 or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is, he has it. Or she has it.
Yeah.
She has it. And this kind of put me more on to what she was doing. Yeah, I heard it on Tyler's album. Yeah, I've heard little one-off singles like Nissan Altima when that came out. This crazy song that my wife plays every fucking day when she's in the shower. And now this put me on to what's really going on with her. And she has a new album out called Alligator Bites Never Heal, where she's holding an alligator on the cover. That's something I want to check out now.
They came out right around the time my album came out. I'm fairly certain.
Did you sell more than her?
I think hers came out a week before mine, so I sold more than her on my first 2 days, and then I dropped behind her again.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
I was actually joking. I thought there was no way in hell you could sell more than her. I thought I was.
No, I mean opening day.
Joking. Wow.
Well,
opening day you come out.
Well, I mean
you do have 1 million. No, you have 1 million subscribers on
Here
YouTube,
we go.
so it
Here
doesn't
we go.
surprise me. But yeah,
I was thinking it was a genuine question.
No. This is how the drama starts. Walk out on the podcast for real. Like, fuck this. But yeah, man, I'm glad you put me on to that Doechii Tiny Desk concert because I thought that was really dope. I want to hear what everybody else's thoughts were on it if you watched it. If you didn't, it's only 20 minutes. I suggest just try to get past the first minute and a half, and if you could do that, you'll probably enjoy the rest of it if you enjoy good music. God damn, that trumpet player was a beast. Did you hear her?
See, I didn't get to hear enough of it. Like I said, I listened to the first 4 to 5 minutes of it.
Everybody got solos.
I wasn't in tune with it. Really?
Everybody got a solo. The drum player got a solo. The electric guitarist, the bassist, the trumpet player, the saxophone player. As somebody who was in a band before, multiple bands before, including you, then you should definitely appreciate the presentation altogether. I don't know if it's just typical for that to happen in Tiny Desk concerts.
I wonder if anybody's even had a bad Tiny Desk performance, because I feel like just the whole setup of everything, even if the rapper sucks or the music sucks, like the ensemble and the musicians in the background are always top notch and just make it super.
I'm looking at I'm having Stuart really quick look up the worst Tiny Desk concerts, and just to see what like popped up right away. Tanashi was hers? No, I don't know. Now everybody's gonna hate me. But it says this is by far the worst Tiny Desk concert I've ever seen. So,
maybe we could check it out later and decide for ourselves. But I'm with you. I would like to listen to some more concerts in general besides the ones that I've already listened to see if it's possible to have a bad performance on there.
Yeah. This one was well rehearsed, so, and it made me more interested in the artist, so it definitely did its job. But
it did its thing. Does her style remind you of any other like female MCs? You see any kind of influences from her?
Doechii, maybe that's what made it was so interesting about it, because not really. She just seemed like she was just in her own world to me.
Yeah.
Who did she remind you of?
I remember, the first, like I said, the first thing that I saw her in was the Fruity Bukkake video, and she had a hairstyle that was very similar to Missy Elliott, and sometimes her lower down delivery can remind me some of Missy Elliott, and that Timbaland production on some of her beats too. So
you know what? When she's more mellow,
she reminds me of.
When she's more mellow, I can see it a little bit. I can see a little bit.
Speaking of Missy Elliott.
Oh my God, is she on? Okay.
Missy Elliott is on the top 50 rappers list of all time.
That is where you're going.
We got some questionable takes on this. That's weird? You think that's weird?
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought you said that's weird.
It's weird that you, no, never mind. I was going to say that's where you were going with this. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like a slight delay on Discord. It makes me want to fucking poke my eyes out. But all right, let's talk about this top 50. We got this top 50 rappers of all time list posted by Forbes list. And one of these comes around every single year. And that is another thing that we're going to do in these next few episodes is do our like top albums of the year, top songs of the year, top artists of the year, things like that. We'll do that either next to round out the year. But this top 50 rappers of all time list has some questionable takes on it. So we're going to go through these probably 10 at a time, I would say.
Hello.
And, or maybe I can read the whole list. We didn't really talk about how we're going to approach this.
So I guess he got taken away by the FBI.
All right, silence. Cool.
Which is the FBI, of course, of the hip-hop industry.
Hello?
That clearly does not want him talking.
The balls is happening.
About the
all right, well,
the Forbes list that we were about to talk about for whatever reason, one reason or another. He's back.
Shit is it happening? Dude, were you just talking that whole time? What
he's
the
almost
fuck,
back.
dude?
He's kind of
hate
back.
my computer so much, dude. It just makes me
I'm
fucking
sorry,
hate my
hilarious.
life. I just want to fucking pass out and never wake up sometimes. God.
It's always hilarious when it cuts out. And then I hear you raging, but it's still glitchy. So I was like,
I just don't even know why it does it. I'll be sitting here researching shit for hours. And I'll be watching YouTube videos, eating dinner for hours. Nothing happens. And the second I fucking press that red record button on this shit, we've been recording for 30 minutes and it's already died twice. This is ass. God. If you're a computer sponsor out there, I will show my butthole for a new computer at this point. This is affecting my work life and my mental health. Jeez. All right. Well, what was the last fucking thing you heard me say?
Shit.
Well, topic-wise, before I said shit.
Just about the Forbes 50 greatest rappers of all time. We're about to just dive into the list because
let's just fucking dive into the list. I haven't looked at
this.
You take over.
I have not looked at this yet. Now, I do want to premise this. Are we on the same list? Do you want to go through it really quick?
Well, who's number 28 on your list? We'll just do that.
Ooh, okay. Lauryn Hill.
Okay, we have the same list.
Okay. So, I want to premise this by saying, consider the source. And by that, I mean, it's Forbes. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, are they ranking this based off of money made
net worth
by these rappers?
Yeah.
You know, that's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
Or are they looking at actual skill? And it's an interesting concept because I don't know what they're basing this off of. Of course, when they put out these lists, they do have a whole description about, why they chose who they chose, which I think is cool. You know, they got because if you go to Forbes.com and look up this list, you'll be scrolling for a while. Like they have a picture of the artist and you scroll down and there's a description of why, blah, 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 blah. So,
and there's an ad, then another ad.
Yep. Then there's a virus on your computer.
That's how they make their money.
Yep. And so, yeah. But with that in mind, I just want to keep that in the back of your mind and back of the listeners' minds before we get into this. I don't know if that's why they rank them based off their net worth and shit like that. But looking at this list now, probably not. Because one of them is dead.
Yeah, it's not.
So
it's not.
We can.
I think multiple are dead. Yeah, this is a crazy list.
Yeah. Should we start reading it off to people, or what? How do you want to do this?
I was wondering that. Should I just read all 50 of them very quickly so people can gasp and then hear another rapper and gasp again and just be like, "What the fuck?" I want to see if people have the same reaction the first time that I listen to it.
I feel like we should have done it in a way where only one of us looked at the list. And then...
that would have been fun.
There's some people up here I don't even know.
That's crazy. I mean, I know
who the fuck is Bad Bunny? No, I'm just kidding.
I do. There are several rappers on here that I'm not super aware of. And like I said, I know a decent amount of rap history, not a lot. I'm not like a crazy big time savant with the stuff. But anyway, let me just read this list off. Okay, you ready for this? Can't wait to hear some gasps. I'm just doing it. All right, start at 50 or start at 1?
Start at. All
right, we'll start at 50. So 50, Talib Kweli. I don't even know how to say that. I know one of his songs. I don't know how to say his name.
Wait, sir, Talib Kweli. Talib Kweli.
Talib Kweli.
Talib Kweli.
All right, Talib.
Just
Talib
to get Kweli. By. Just to get by.
That's the song that I know.
I try.
Ooh, you hit crazy vibrato right there, Joe. Go off, Joe.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was all luck.
That was crazy.
But yeah, I listened to his
album
a lot.
So I'm one name into this list and fucked up.
I listened to it. I listened to his album, The Beautiful Struggle, many times in my life. The Beautiful Struggle was a good album. Had a lot of production.
This is why I feel like people are immediately going to click off. It's like, wow, I had so much respect for Crypt, and then he just disrespected that.
Talib Kweli.
Oh man.
Oh man.
It's gonna get clips, and it's gonna be like, this is why white people don't need to be in hip hop.
It's okay.
I can see it now.
It's great. That's good. We need these viral moments.
All right. So there we go.
It would have been way better if you wait. I gotta say, it would have been way better if you like build up all the suspense, talking about how much you knew about hip hop. Just right, with all that in mind, Teely Creely. That'd have been so good. Oh my god. Okay.
Listen, I know the artist. I know a song of his. I don't know every artist that ever exists, okay? Oh, my face is hot.
Like I said, I listened to him because he did a lot of songs with Kanye West, had Just Blaze as on a lot of his production, or not a lot of his production, but one of his singles called Never Been in Love Before. And Just Blaze was actually my favorite producer for a long time. He might still be of all time. But... Yeah, that's it was the production side that got me into him, and then my mom actually likes Talib Kweli's music too, so it kind of shows you what kind of style he might have there. Definitely appeals to a more mature audience, I would say. That whole Black Star type music. So yeah, I think I think him on this list, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
The one song that I know is great, so I don't have enough of an opinion. But let's just move on. 49, Young Thug. 48, Cardi B. 47, Chief Keef. 46, Pusha T. 45, MIA. Which fucking what the
Paper
fuck?
Planes?
44. That's the one song that she has. She is not a top 50 rapper of all time. 44, Takeoff. 43, Melly Mel. What the fuck? Right, 42, Prodigy. 41, Lupe Fiasco. Okay. I don't think he. Did I say Fiasco? 40, Bad Bunny. What the fuck? 39, Method Man. 38, E40. 37, Rock Marciano.
Who is that?
What? That was Rock's wrestling name, Rocky Marciano.
Stuart, look it up.
I don't know. You have to look that one up. 36, MC Light. 35, LL Cool J. 34, Childish Gambino. 33, Future. 32, Busta Rhymes. 31, Mos Def. 30, Queen Latifah. 29, Dr. Dre. 28, Lauryn Hill. 27, Juice WRLD. 26, MF Doom. 25, Ice Cube. 24, 50 Cent. 23, DMX. 22, Big Daddy Kane. 21, Rakim. 20, Common.
Oof.
19, Ghostface Killah from Wu-Tang. 18, Snoop Dogg. 17, Tyler, the Creator. What the hell? 16, Lil' Kim. 15, A$AP Rocky, who has not made music in 20 years. 14, Chuck D. 13, Missy Elliott. 12, Notorious B.I.G. 11, Andre 3K. 10, Eminem. 9, Nas. 8, Nicki Minaj. 7, Kanye
Definitely
West.
better than
6,
Eminem.
Drake. 5, Tupac. 4, J. Cole. 3, Lil Wayne. 2, Kendrick Lamar. And number 1, P. Diddy's best friend, Jay-Z.
Oh, stop!
I had to toss it in there. So there is the list. Lots of crazy takes to be had right here. So let's start at 50, work our way down.
Okay, we could do that. I also want to. Who are we taking off this list? Can we start there?
Yeah, we can do that. I was going to start at 50 and work to see who we would take off that list.
Let's do it. We
50.
already did Talib Kweli. Talib Kweli, I'm cool with. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with him on the list.
I don't have enough
higher.
of an opinion. Okay.
Okay.
You know way more of his discography than I do.
It's okay.
So.
It's okay.
All right. I'm taking Young Thug off of this for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't understand the hype behind it. It's also not my style of music. I feel like that style of rap is its own genre that doesn't even feel like rap to me. And I don't know what to call it. I could kind of,
well, I mean, I feel like Young Thug was more mumbly in the beginning of his career.
Yeah, and I don't want to call it mumble rap either, because that's an outdated term, and that's not what I'm trying to get at. Ago. I hate you, dude. I legitimately don't like you sometimes.
You had your hand in that murder, actually. Anyways,
God.
shout out to my boy Luke Garn. Yeah.
He knows
So,
I hate
yeah.
the song. It's fine.
I thought Young Thug is actually phenomenal when it comes to flow choices. Like phenomenal. Like I think he's textbook when it comes to coming up with melodies and how to float on a beat properly. Yeah, I really think he's really, really fucking fire when it comes to flows, and I actually look at him as an inspiration in that regard in terms of his songwriting abilities. Not joking at all. Not joking at all. This is 100% serious. So,
I mean, I see a lot of people like him a lot. He's not for me. And again, like it just doesn't feel like I'm listening to rap music when I listen to his music, and maybe that's why I'm so disconnected.
I got a little bitty strip dick. That's what he said.
Speaking of disconnected, where the fuck are you at?
Wait, really? You can't hear me?
I
can hear me.
I heard you like snicker after that.
Oh, I yelled something derogatory.
Whoa. All right. So yeah, I have him off the list. You keep him. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm keeping him.
All right, I'm taking Cardi B off the list as well.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I would take her off the list.
Okay.
She did make a huge impact in a very short time.
She did.
But what are we talking about here? Are we talking about skill? Are we talking about culture?
I'm talking about skill.
Are we talking about skill?
No,
Get the fuck off the list. I think she just started writing her own shit very recently.
I don't even know if she writes her own shit ever. But that's the thing. Is like I think of top 50 rappers of all time. I think of skill. I don't think of like impact can kind of have a small effect on the back end, but like skill is the 100% main thing for me.
Well, then that's perfect for our next up on this list to talk about that.
Chief Keef?
Yes.
Is that the next?
Yeah. If we're talking about impact, you could stay
impact,
right on that list, buddy.
Yeah, it literally inspired an entire genre of music.
Right. In terms of skill, go.
No.
Go away.
Don't like him at all.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He kind of falls in that Waka Flocka category with me, like just the most fucking dope voice, hype music. If that shit comes on in a party, I'll be like, wait, how did I get here? Because I don't go to parties. But besides that, I'll be like, yo, turning the fuck up. The most white boy style I know. But besides that, I don't want to hear him on the radar doing a freestyle. So,
dude, I bet Sosa is like the number one played song of my lifetime. If I would have to go back and think of how many times I've listened to that song, it's got to be top 5 that I've ever heard.
That's crazy.
Numbers wise. Just, I've heard it so much, man. All right, moving up the list. Pusha T absolutely can stay on this list, I think.
Yeah. I think he has one of the best voices. I think he has one of the best voices in hip hop, period.
Raps about drugs a whole lot, cocaine specifically. But, yeah, I think he stays on the list.
This is very random and very boomer-esque, but you know who talks about drugs a lot? I know. You know who talks about drugs a lot? Like a real lot? Young Buck.
Who?
I was listening to Young Buck's music. I was like, this motherfucker only talks about drugs. Like,
dude, that's all there is to do in Antioch, Tennessee. Like,
damn.
That's it.
You would know better than me.
Not all. Wait, you saying I do drugs now? Is that what it is?
No, I'm saying because you're from the area.
Yeah, there's not shit. Especially back in the day, Nashville wasn't the city that it is now back then. And so Antioch was like you didn't go to Antioch if you weren't with a group of people. Gotcha. It's a bad place to be. It's better now, I suppose, but back then it's like Southside Chicago almost.
One more thing I wanted to mention. Pusha T held his own against Drake.
Did do
in
that.
a diss battle, right? And Drake is number 6
more than
on this
own.
list. Yeah. Well, a lot of people say he won that shit, but look, number 6 on the list is Drake. So how can we not keep Pusha T on this list. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Speaking of no-brainer, I don't think MIA has a brain in her body. I
my
hate
God.
everything she's ever done. Paper Planes is a cool song, but nothing else ever from that artist.
Hey,
Did you know she's from Britain?
I don't know. No, I did not know that.
I didn't know that
But
either.
I kind of hear it now in my head. I hear the accent in my head now that you said that, and that's kind of crazy.
And that's another song that not even song. That's another artist I don't even feel like is like a rapper. Like Paper Planes doesn't feel like a rap song to me. It's like melodic rap, I suppose. But like I don't know. It feels like its own genre.
I mean, when I bought MIA's album, I didn't really. I just wanted. Okay, no, I never bought her album. I just wanted. Holy shit!
It just feels like
10,000 monthly listeners.
10,000?
I'm sorry, 10 million.
Okay, I was like 10,000. Are you shitting my dick?
10 million monthly listeners.
I mean, Paper Planes was the song, man. I bet it's still her number one song.
Of course, but she had more. Apparently, I might have to do an MIA deep dive. I might have to do it. All
right, we gotta speed this up. We're 47 minutes into this podcast. We're only on number 45, and we still have games to play. So let's keep it moving here. I don't think she should be on this list.
No, go away.
Okay. 44, Takeoff. It's a touchy one. I feel like Passing Away definitely adds to the lure of it. It makes you feel inclined to put him on there.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. And that could be a whole nother topic that we could talk about a different day. That, people get their flowers and it gets blown out of proportion sometimes. And maybe we lose sight of how much impact. We're getting touchy here, but how much impact that rapper really made. But in terms of the Migos, I mean, he probably is the one that got off the most, I thought, on
I thought he was hands down the best rapper of the Migos.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's arguable, of course, because you got Quavo that probably had the best flow choices. You got Offset that might have the catchiest verses or something, you know what I mean? Or Quavo had the best voice. But Takeoff, he's the one that, like, had the most traditional rap style, I feel like, in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, but top 50?
Yeah, I wouldn't put him top 50, but also I feel like he didn't really have enough time to show off everything that he could do.
Right.
I mean, he was around Migos been around, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah, they were around a while. Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. It just feels almost forced to put him on here because he passed away in the prime of his career.
I like that take. So I think we're gonna take off.
All right. Number 43, Melly Mel.
My favorite.
First rap musician inducted into the Hall of Fame. Terrible rapper. Not a good rapper. Like I hate this stigma of like the creators being some of the best at it. That is not true. Like the people that invented golf suck fucking dick at golf.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing with every sport. Like they invented it. They were around when it invented, and you think of them as pioneers. His music is trash. Trash.
I don't remember hearing anything from Melly Mel. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to my history of hip hop, I gotta brush up a little bit. You said the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? He was inducted into?
He was the first. Yeah, he was the first rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I was just at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a few months ago. Don't ask why, but I was there. And they have a whole hip hop exhibit down there now, and this is not the first time I've been there. I was not expecting that, so it was a really nice surprise. I don't remember seeing that name there though, but yeah. Apparently we're taking him off the list.
I mean, I'm sure I'll catch flack for that, but I did a little bit of research on him whenever like him and Eminem had their little spout 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And just some of the songs that I was hearing, it's just like you could tell he was there from the beginning, and he just never evolved past that.
What the fuck were they beefing about?
Because somebody was interviewing Melly Mel about his top 5 rappers or something, and he was pissed that people kept saying Eminem was top 5, and he was saying Eminem's only top 5 because he's white. And like he could never be the greatest rapper of all time because he's white. And it was just that whole big thing.
Ooh. Touchy. All right.
It was very touchy. All right, up next. So I'm taking Melly Mel off.
Yep. I got that. I got that much. All right, let's keep it moving.
All right, Prodigy. Another artist that has passed away.
But I'm good with it. I'm good with this. Mobb Deep is very...
I don't know a whole lot of Prodigy. I'm going to be honest.
Okay, well, half of Mobb Deep. He... I don't know what to say. That's like one of the most iconic rap duos
yeah, like
of
did
all
he
time.
have a solo career, though?
Yeah, he started putting out music on it. I mean, they both had solo songs. You know what I mean? Especially in the latter part of their career when they weren't really Mobb Deep anymore. But yeah, Prodigy. It really wasn't my style.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
My camera shut off for the third time.
Oh. I love the tone you said when you said Melly Mel, shut off your camera.
Yeah, he was pissed. But I was asking, did Prodigy have his own solo career outside of Mobb Deep?
I said yes. Like,
okay, so I didn't hear that part. That's when my shit cut off, all right?
Him and Havoc had like more solo type stuff later on in their careers. That's kind of what I was saying there. But Prodigy isn't really my style. I don't know. A lot of those like gritty New York rappers, the more I think about it, like Lox and shit like that, besides maybe Jadakiss, not really my style. These New York rappers with the heavy New York accents and shit like that. I don't know what it is.
Isn't Talib from New York?
I don't know. I don't know if Talib Kweli is from New York. Where is Talib? Stuart, could you look that up for us? Yeah,
all right, so
he is from
keeping
Brooklyn.
Prodigy there. He is from New York. Okay.
Yeah, I would have him lower on the list, but yeah, I'd keep Prodigy there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I know of Mobb Deep, and I know a handful of Mobb Deep songs,
But
and I like what I've heard.
does that mean I have to put Havoc up there too? Because it's
And
more
I
the
don't know.
Mobb Deep legacy. Why I'm keeping him.
It just
That's
depends.
tough.
Like you put Andre 3K on here, but you're not gonna put Big Boy on there, you know, from Outkast.
Right. Well,
So was he that noticeable of a difference above Havoc in the group? Because I honestly couldn't tell you which one is which rapping.
to me, no. And I actually might have even liked Havoc more. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I remember what it was like listening to Mobb Deep whenever the last time that happened was. But yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think the rappers that have passed on are getting a little bit of a push here, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him though. Just
Okay.
because he could have Cardi B.
I've heard enough. I know of, like, Mobb Deep's legacy is going to be cemented, and I've heard enough rappers rap about Prodigy to know that he's well respected amongst the community.
Right.
So that makes me feel more inclined to keep him on here.
Let's do it. He stays.
All right, 41, Lupe Fiasco. I think should stay on here for sure.
Absolutely. I was a big
super
Lupe
underrated.
fan. Yeah, when he
Were
was
you really?
when he was really popping off. I think the Cool, that album, is one of the. This is rough. This is a tough thing to say off the cusp, but or off or on the fly, I should say. But it might be a top 50 rap album, The Cool by Lupe Fiasco, and I'm curious to hear what people's thoughts are on that. Like, The Cool was crazy to me. What was his first album? Food and Liquor? It was something like that. That's the one.
No, I don't.
That's the one with What was this big Kick Push? That was the one with Kick Push.
Yeah.
That one was cool, but I think the Cool got more into a creative space for him.
I reacted to him on a live stream fairly recently. Like, he's still putting stuff out.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, this is still very, it's like a new school, old school mix, just the way he delivers stuff and the overall sound. And I really rocked with it.
Right. Yeah.
And
I think
of course,
Lupe
he's been
Fiasco.
around forever.
Yep. I didn't really listen to anything after Lasers. I think that was his third studio album. But aside from all that, he could stay up there. Also, he did recently he put out this whole thing that pissed me off. He was like, hey, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm making a whole album in a day. Stay tuned. I'm like, oh, wow. Look at that.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah, no one's ever done that before. That's right. I'll be back. But anyways, yeah. Lupe can definitely stay up here. Really? Kick it in high gear? Moving. Okay.
Kick it in high gear. We're at 56 minutes. Yeah, Lupe staying for sure. I think we both agree he should be higher. I would almost put him top 30.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, 40. Bad Bunny, I don't think should be on here. I don't know enough Bad Bunny songs. I just do not feel like he should be on here.
I can't judge his skill only because I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but his shit is...
It is Hispanic.
His shit will get the club going crazy. I know that much. In terms of impact, definitely should be up here, should be higher. But I don't know. Seems more like a pop rapper to me more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm iffy on this one. No take. I have no take.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Is like, if you're going to put him on here, I'd rather see Daddy Yankee over him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think those are, yeah. I don't know.
I don't see Daddy Yankee on here. Okay. But yeah, all right. Judge. So I wouldn't put him on there, but like, I didn't understand half the stuff Daddy Yankee was saying, and I would honestly put him on here. In terms of impact and just in terms of skill too. It's just like his flow choices were sick, and just you know, it's same thing. He could get the club going too, but like in a traditional rap style.
Right. I like Bad Bunny's voice better, but that's just me. That's all. Just
all right. 39
preference.
Method Man. It's an easy yes.
Yep. Probably he's my favorite in Wu-Tang Clan. Just for the record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
38 E40.
No.
I respect E40, but I just can't get past him, dude.
Ooh,
I just can't get past his yeah, like that. I just don't like it.
I don't got dreads, but
like,
I'm thinking about growing some.
What? Do you just practice an E40 impression in the mirror?
No, I've been doing that shit for years. I don't know how good it is, but let me know. Let me know in the comments on Spotify. Rank my E40 impression 1 through 40. Yeah.
You know, E40 I could see maybe like top 75, top 100, but not top 50.
Nope. I don't think he belongs on here. People probably are very biased if they're from the Bay Area or from the West Coast in general. Hey, for me, as a guy that lives an hour and a half from New York, it's a no for me, dog.
All right. Up next is Rock Marciano, who neither one of us know.
Great wrestler.
It's Rocky Maivia, by the way. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I know. That's a throwback.
So Rock Marciano. I just don't even know, man.
I don't know who he is. Get the fuck off my list. Let's move on.
He's got 260,000 monthly listeners.
Well, he's better than me then. But I don't know.
I just don't even. He's got a song with Earl Sweatshirt, Action Bronson. Like, I feel like this dude.
Wow.
Is he the creator of the list and just kind of tossed himself in there?
I thought that about a few of these people.
His first album was in 2013. And I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Neither one of us know any of his music, so we can't say, I'm not putting him in there.
If you're a fan of rock, then let us know. I don't know why I said that so loud.
Yeah, let us know what we're missing out.
Lower your voice, Ron. That's an Anchorman reference right there.
All right, up next, another one that I don't... Do I know MC Light?
I feel like this is somebody that we're supposed to know. We're probably going to get slack for not knowing. I'm having Stuart look it up right now. Stuart, what do you see on MC Light?
Well, I don't, man, not a whole lot.
I feel like we might know a song, but like don't know the artist. That happens to me a lot. Like with Talib, like I knew the song, but I didn't know the artist.
MC Light's biggest hit is Roughneck.
Roughneck.
And she's the first rap artist ever to perform at Carnegie Hall. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It is. First female rapper to ever receive a gold single. Damn, this chick is goated.
Damn, we suck.
Every comment on YouTube, white.
It is.
Learn your history. Take your shoes off at the door, you fucking guests.
Oh, God.
It's a damn.
All right, well, I'd say from accolades alone, I suppose we can keep her in here. We're both ignorant.
We better
MC Light,
at this point. Yeah.
All right, keep it moving.
She gets
LL Cool J is next.
He stays to me. He stays.
Yeah, I think he stays, especially in terms of impact. But like skill wise, I think he's always been pretty solid. He's a little more on the simplistic, like 80s, like early 90s rap style.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even his last album, The Force, he definitely picked it up and is kind of matching modern day energy a little bit more.
That's interesting. I didn't give it a listen. I did not give it a listen. The album I listened to him or by him the most was the album actually called Headsprung? Was it called Headsprung?
Yes.
It was.
There's a song called Headsprung. I don't know if that's the name of the album, though.
That's not the name of the album.
Was that in Rock the Bells?
Fuck with the name of the album. No. It was called, and it had a whole bunch of Timbaland production on it. It was so much. The Definition. There you go. The Definition. I listened to that one a lot. Okay. Yeah, he belongs up here. I wish he did. It's funny you said what you said about him kind of fitting the mold a little bit more now with today's rap, because that would be my biggest gripe against his style is he just kind of was stuck in that time with his style. You know what I mean? Like he just never grew out or tried to adapt to the modern day style or at least put his own spin on it while staying true to him.
Yeah. Well, when I say that, I mean like he's kind of picking up the pace a little bit more. And like, did you listen to Murdergram with him and Eminem?
No. I never listened to it.
Okay, so it's a sequel to it's Murdergram Do. It's a sequel to his original song Murdergram.
Okay. From
way back in the day. But it's just he still has that old school flair to him, but I can tell he's trying to get some new school influences and like just, you know, picking up his rap pace a little bit. It's not just like the dog and the box and the bun, dun, dun, dun. Like it's not that just A-B scheme going over.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I hear that.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should be on here for sure. 34, Childish Gambino. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't look at him as like, it's crazy because he does have a little discography that he built up aside, you know, alongside all of his other endeavors of being a stand-up comedian and being an actor. Yeah. So it's impressive that he even built a discography in general. But I never really, that's kind of the problem with, I guess, having your foot in different stuff. I mean, you don't really get looked at as the rapper, you know?
Right.
And that's kind of what I'm struggling with.
He tried to distinguish it by going by Childish Gambino and then going by Donald Glover as an actor.
Right.
So he's tried to distinguish the two, but like, I mean, what are some of the songs that he has? So like, I just listened to a song of his called Littlefoot Bigfoot the other day, and it's like a straight singing song the whole time, but super catchy. And then he's obviously got This Is America. He's got what's the big one that I'm missing?
I mean, he has 3005. He has what the fuck is the one that's he's singing and he sounds like fucking Bootsy Collins.
Yeah. Is it like Redbone? No.
Redbone.
Redbone?
Yep.
Is that the name of it?
Yep.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
So, but like, to me, those are just like, they're really cool songs, but I just don't think of him as a rapper.
Yeah, it's not like rap rap. I don't know. To be put on the
Right.
top 50 rappers, that's tough for me. I would probably say no, but that man is extremely, extremely creative, obviously stupidly talented, hard-ass worker. I don't think that gets mentioned enough in our space of how hard these motherfuckers got to work to even get their name out there and shit. But
Right. And we certainly mean no disrespect by some of these, unless I'm intentionally disrespecting people like MIA. But like he's like he makes very listenable music to me, and that's a style of music that I don't listen to. But I'm going to tune in.
That's not debatable. Yeah.
To see what he does.
Right.
So, but as far as the top 50 rappers, I wouldn't put him on the list.
This next one is very interesting. Very interesting.
Future, yeah. Future's impact is arguably one of the biggest impacts ever, I feel like, in the rap culture, especially modern rap culture.
Okay. Where are you going with this sentence?
I just don't know, man. I feel like I'd be crucified for leaving him off there. I would put him at like 50, like right there, cusping.
Him and Talib Kweli got a rock, paper, scissor it to get that spot. Nah,
it's just so hard for me because he's like the definitive guy. That's him and like the Chief Keef, like that. They're the definitive guys that made this whole new style that everybody was doing.
Future's music for me used to be a lot more bearable than it is now. He has some dope shit that he still puts out now, but they are very standout songs compared to whatever the fuck his mixtapes are nowadays. I mean, he had the Planet Pluto, I think is his most recent one. There's one song up there where he just I don't even know how to say it, man. Like he's like like literally
like
like
definitive
that.
Mumble.
Yeah, like okay, like you're really like but before that, like I thought he was really like flexing a little bit, like his skills.
He used to do like, or am I thinking of 2 Chainz? They used to do like rap mixtapes, like way early on in their career. Because isn't Future old?
Yeah, Future's what the fuck was his name before Future? Now that's gonna bother me. Like I know 2 Chainz,
Stuart.
You brought him up. That I know. Yeah, why not? I could just look that up.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Future's 41. So I think like early in his career when he was doing stuff that wasn't working, it was more rapidy rap style.
Meathead.
That was his name. It's a interesting rap name.
Yeah. Meathead. Well, he's an interesting guy. But anyways, I would keep him up
He's
here.
got
I would keep him
45
up
children.
here. Too much impact. And he's just I think a lot of his stuff before whatever the fuck he's been putting out has been a lot more listenable. He's got iconic mixtapes with Drake and shit like that. I'm putting him up there.
Like I said, he would be cusping 50 strictly out of impact, not off of skill, because I don't think he's a good rapper.
You really don't know hip hop. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that should be another soundbite that we have.
It's just like the genre of music that he makes just doesn't even feel like core rap to me, and that's where I struggle so much with a lot of these artists.
I get it. Like this next guy.
Somebody needs
like,
to come up with a name
what the fuck are you doing
genre.
on this list? Busta Rhymes? Are you fucking kidding me?
Go fuck yourself. Busta Rhymes is one of the best rappers to ever fucking live. I love Busta Rhymes so much. Top 15 easy for me.
Ooh, top 15. That's another debate, but yeah, obviously he belongs on the list. So
yeah, Most Def definitely I think goes on the list.
So yeah, that's interesting to me that you're like tapped into Most Def. Well, no, Talib Kweli was the next generation after Most Def.
Most Def was like early 2000s, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because and he kind of fizzled out, I would say, mid 2000s, and that's when Talib Kweli actually came in. So, because yeah, so Most Def for me is Most Def not my style. Like I don't really like listening to Most Def.
Am I thinking of the right guy?
I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. I'm not in your head right now.
Now I don't fucking know if I'd have to listen to this.
Most
Is
Def
this not the guy I was thinking of?
He used to rap a lot at the end of Dave Chappelle's show.
Yeah. No, I like him.
Oh, okay. I don't like his voice. I don't really like his style that much. I don't like
Hater.
him. Yeah, I'm a Most Def hater. For sure.
I wouldn't put him at like 30 where he's at, but
here's the thing.
I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to some more. You have me all sorts of confused now. I'm a poser.
If we're not even gonna have time for games today, I don't think. But Talib Kweli,
I don't know.
I feel like
Miss Fat Booty.
if I'm gonna have him on the list,
guy?
I kind of need Most Def on the list. Wait, who? Who
Yeah,
did you
dude,
say?
I know this song. Okay, fuck you. It's fine. No, he is the guy that I'm thinking of.
Great.
All right. Got me all fucked up again. So anyway, he's like 45 to 50 for me. I like his flows. I actually like his voice. I don't know why you don't like his voice.
I don't know. I'm a Most Def hater.
Is he the guy that you're thinking of?
Yeah, I know exactly who he is.
Okay. Well,
he's got a very plain face. Pisses me off.
A plain face? How does somebody have a plain face?
I don't know.
That's crazy. That's a crazy insult. I don't know how I'd react if somebody told me I had a plain face.
He can't.
It's like,
help
yo, what the
it.
fuck did you just say to me?
For that reason alone,
what does that even mean?
He does not belong on this list. I don't care if he was half of the iconic duo Black Star. He does not belong on the list because of his plain face.
All right, number 30, we have Queen Latifah.
Go fuck yourself. No, just kidding. Queen
Latifah can fucking rap, dude.
I know. I was kidding.
Okay. Definitely a pioneer in like the female MC era. I feel like most people know Queen Latifah as an actress.
Again, it's a legacy thing for me. If Queen Latifah is up here, why don't I see Will Smith up here? You know? Is that a feather ruffler right there? I don't know.
It could be because Will Smith won the first rap Grammy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm a fan. I'm a Will Smith rap fan. Let me just put that out there.
Honestly, me too. It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But she's like, you go back and listen to her. She's just got a good voice. She's got good flows. She's just very solid. I like her. I like her more than Lil' Kim. And Lil' Kim's like way higher on the list.
Well, yeah, I think she's a better rapper than Lil' Kim. But I don't know what Lil' Kim is doing up that high. But
yeah,
that's a whole weird section right over there, but we'll get into that.
It is. Let's get to it. All right. So I think she's on the list for sure.
I can't say. If you want to leave her up there, then leave her up there. It's not like we're writing this shit down.
I'm leaving her up there. Yeah, I don't even remember where people are. I'm leaving her in the top. I'm leaving her in like the 40 to 50 range, I think.
Okay.
29, Dr. Dre.
Bringing down the house. Yeah, Dr. Dre.
That's an interesting choice.
Rapping. I would say.
I'd say he's top 50. Not 29, but I would put him in the top 50.
It's almost like what?
I was gonna say it's almost like a Travis Hunter situation in college. Like he's a really good producer. He's a pretty solid rapper, and it just makes him feel like he's maybe overall better than what he is. Like Travis Hunter is a top 10 corner and he's a top 10 wide receiver, and he does both of them at the same time. So he's looked at as this huge spectacle. Is Dr. Dre looked at the same way because he's such a great producer, but also can rap pretty solid?
Not to me. I mean, obviously, played a huge part in NWA, but is that enough to move the needle here? Because we've had a lot of conversations about that, like legacy factors and shit. So, or impact with culture.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole different discussion. So, nah, I wouldn't put him up here. I don't think he's top 50 rapper of all time. I don't think he's top 50 rapper
Even
of all time.
some of his solo stuff, though, and like some of the features that he did with like Blackstreet back in the day, I like them. I think I can listen to him all the time and be impressed. I feel like
Now you're making me think a little bit because Chronic and Chronic 2001. I mean, were
right.
Those are legendary.
I think he's top 50. I mean, you're taking him off the list. You'll probably get shot, but that's fine.
I mean, now that you mentioned those two albums, now it's kind of difficult
It's
for me to
his
say
biggest
no.
albums. How do you?
Yeah, now
Do
it's
you
kind
only
of
look at him as a member of MWA?
No, I forgot about. I wasn't thinking about his solo work. I was thinking about just when I've heard him rap on like features and shit like that, and NWA, of course. But, yeah, okay, all right, yeah. You get to stay on, Dr.
Right,
Dre, by my standards, for whatever
By Joey's
it's worth.
standards, so high. This is gonna be a 2-hour episode. This is crazy. All right, number 28, Lauryn Hill.
Yep, absolutely. Should be
I don't
higher.
know enough of Lauryn Hill, but everything I've heard has been very, very solid.
Best female rapper
And
of all
That's
time.
on me.
Best female rapper of all time.
Really?
Yep. Should be higher.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. I mean, like I said, everything that I've heard has been very solid.
Mm-hmm. That's my take.
I think she's better than like Eve or Mary J. Blige
Yes.
because I don't see either of them on here either.
Yeah, definitely better than Eve. Just more like, I don't know, man. It's another cultural thing a little bit, but she more like, like that thing and shit like that, like being the voice for women or like, you know what I mean? Like, but really, I don't know, man. The food, I don't know, bro. She just had
She's got it.
such a dominance to her. And like when fucking Lauryn Hill is talking, you fucking listen. You don't have a choice. Go listen to more Lauryn Hill.
I'm with you.
Listen to
I
that
do need to listen to
album
more.
that I can't even fucking think of the name of right now, but the tan one with her face on the cover with the afro. I can't even think of the fucking name of it.
I'll search the Tan album with the afro by Lauryn Hill.
Okay, great.
Number 27, we have Juice WRLD.
Well,
And
he makes great melodic music. I know he could freestyle his ass off better than most rappers can.
One of the best freestylers I've heard.
So that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Is that enough? If you say like one of the best freestylers, is that enough for him to be put on the list as one of the greatest rappers?
No.
Ooh.
No, because Harry Mack is the best freestyler that I know, and he's nowhere close on this list.
Ooh, interesting.
And that's the thing, man, is it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. When an artist dies in their prime, it glorifies them so much more. And but like he's got some really fucking good songs. Like we talked about Robbery the other day, how awesome of a song that is.
Yeah, bro. I'll be honest. I went on a Juice WRLD kick this past week, and I listened to the whole discography. His first album was. People will get mad at me for this, but it was a little messy in terms of just production quality and overall like how professional it sounded and shit like that. But his second album, Death Race of Love, that's the one where it's like a PlayStation game cover where he's like reaching over and like grabbing the cars or whatever. You've definitely seen the cover before, but yeah, that's the one with Robbery up there. That shit was that's a fucking dope ass album. I don't remember hearing him rap once on the whole album. It was all like singing. It was his style.
It's melodic
on tracks. Yeah, I don't really look at that as rap. I don't. So I don't think he belongs.
It's his own genre. Again, what is that genre? Is it like it's not R&B? Like, is it? Alternative rap, maybe?
Maybe alternative rap. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that'd be classified as, but.
I think if he gets on here, it's like at the 50 spot. Like
he doesn't. He doesn't belong up there to me. He doesn't belong up here to me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I said, if he gets in, he sneaks in. But in terms of rap ability, hurts to say.
Yeah,
but
all
right, let's keep it moving. 26, MF Doom.
I can't speak on this. My brother would put him top 5.
Deceased artist.
My brother would put him top 5. I can't really speak on MF Doom. I need you to hold this down.
Yeah, I think he's technically sound one of the best to form words together. It doesn't make the most listenable music just because it's so technical. It's kind of like Royce da 5'9".
Oh, okay.
And how like his bars are fucking crazy, but like you don't want to have an aneurysm trying to listen to a song and think about everything so much.
You need the lyric sheet in front of you while you're listening.
Right, and that's kind of where MF Doom fell in sometimes for me.
Okay.
But I'm putting him on here.
Oh, okay.
I think he's top 40 for sure.
Okay.
And I don't know a whole lot of them. Like I know enough to put him there.
All right then.
Very talented. Very talented. Where are we at? 25. Ice Cube, another pioneer in the rap industry, and I think he was huge. I think he was the best rapper in the world in the late 80s. But just, I don't know, dude. Like, it just, again, it's kind of a similar situation to Melly Mel, where he never really updated his style and kind of evolved. You know, he went into the whole acting thing and the business maneuvers and kind of moved away from music. And he's back into the solo stuff and Mount Westmore now. And is that what it's called? Is that what his rap group is called?
I don't know. The rap group now?
Yeah, they put out an album a couple years ago. Is him, Snoop, Big Boy.
What?
And E40. Maybe it wasn't Big Boy. It was definitely E40, him, Snoop.
Stewart.
Who was that?
Look
they
it up.
put out an album together.
Check that out.
I think it was called Mount Westmore.
Stewart, you suck.
No, it's Too Short. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, Too Short, E40.
Oh, that's why it didn't come
and
up.
Ice Cube.
I looked up Big Boy. They were like, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I said Big Boy, but it was Too Short.
Yeah.
I just feel like he never really updated his style. But in terms of impact, dude, and just like he was the best rapper in the 80s, in the late 80s,
right,
early 90s.
Right. Today was a good day. Right. NWA. But then that kind of makes me say, well, I guess he didn't have enough time like Ice Cube did. But I was going to say, like, if he's up here, why don't I see Eazy-E up here? But I think maybe the longevity.
Eazy-E actually made the worst 50 rappers of all time list.
Oh, that's another thing we got to dive into then, the worst 50 rappers.
Maybe one day. I did a video on that one time, but anyway.
That's tough.
I think Ice Cube could sneak in.
Yeah,
but
I would keep him on the list.
Dude, I listen, as classic as a song as Today Is a Good Day was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went back and listened to it because Aaliyah and I were picking out songs for our wedding, and we were like doing old school stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to it, and man, it drags on. It's so
me.
Like slow.
Not to me, just because of the nostalgic factor, I guess, or whatever.
There's nostalgia. I mean, that is the whole reason of the song, is to roll the windows down, smoke weed, and drive through the city.
Something I never do. But yeah. It's yeah, I don't know.
But it just the flow choice on it's like, woke up and today was kind of like, just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
Maybe I'm just a Midwest guy. That's all it is.
I thought it was good storytelling, but especially
it's
at
great
that
storytelling.
time. But like, he paints a vivid picture.
He does.
I don't know, man. I guess I would keep him on though. I would keep him on.
Yeah.
All right.
I would too.
This is yours.
All I have to say, I would too.
The next one's all yours.
24, 50 Cent, hands down, staying in the top 50.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's much of an argument against that.
Bro.
Literally had probably top 3 album to ever exist. I still feel like it might be the best album to ever exist.
I wouldn't go that far. I have heard that take recently though, from somebody else.
It was from me just now.
It's top 10 for me. Without thinking about it, definitely top 10 rap album of all time for me. I mean, a lot of people probably think The Massacre then was a significant step down. To me, from a commercial standpoint, it wasn't. But
it's just so hard to top that album.
Yeah.
In your career.
Yeah. What a time to be alive. But his real rapping, bro, like, it was on those G Unit mixtapes. I don't know if you ever got into those, but that's when they were like turning.
I feel like Was he like rapping with The Game and stuff back then?
It was pretty much just Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. And bro, like they would just take an industry beat and just make it into their own song, like add their own hook to it. Like it was really cool what they did. And man, that's where the good stuff was for 50 Cent, I would say.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, that's bro.
But just,
sheesh.
I love 50 Cent. I think I've talked about it so much, how much I love 50 Cent, and just makes some of the best hooks to ever exist in music, and specifically in rap music. And he just, when he raps shit, you believe it. And I feel like that's a super underrated characteristic in rap music.
There you go. He's an asshole.
All right, staying in top. Yeah. Number 23, we got DMX. I think is, again, another rapper that's super underrated, and not a whole lot of people talk about him. And he's passed away. I mean, he died 4 years ago now.
It's crazy.
I think.
Crazy.
It's weird.
That's been that long. If it has been that long. Yeah, I think it was I think it was in the midst of the pandemic and everything like that. I don't know what I could say on the internet. But yeah, he I think to me, easy. Deserves
Very
to be
easy.
up here.
Yeah, he died in 2021, April of 2021. So it's been 3.5 years.
Definitely was a better rapper when he was young and hungry, as most rappers are. Like my boy Cameron, I don't see him on this list for some reason, but he used to.
You love Cameron. You talk about him all the time.
He used to pop off when he was younger, and as he got older, his music became unlistenable. But
I feel like that's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They the industry gets a hold of them, and they hate it.
Yeah. Now this next one is interesting, bro. Big Daddy Kane is at 22. And I say that's interesting because he's a lot of legendary rappers' favorite rapper. You know?
Right.
So it kind of makes it hard for me to say no.
Right.
But don't get me wrong, you won't catch me bumping a Big Daddy Kane song. So
you won't. And it falls in the same category as like Melly Mel to me.
Gotcha.
And I like Ice Cube more than him, but again, he's just one of these guys, like he's a pioneer. And how do you not put a pioneer of the genre in here?
Well,
I'll tell you how. You don't include him off the list.
Is he off the list?
I wouldn't. I can't disrespect him like that. I can disrespect Melly Mel like that because I've heard enough of his stuff to know that he was not good.
Okay.
But Big Daddy Kane, because you hear so many people say, so many rappers that we respect say that he is their favorite rapper.
Right.
It kind of goes along with, who were we talking about earlier? Like MC Lyte, like all the accolades she had. It's kind of hard to ignore, include him.
And the same thing goes with Rakim, who's number 21. Kind of set. I mean, he's a little later on, but he falls in the same category for me. I mean, personally, I rather listen. Well, probably because it was later on, but I'd rather listen to Rakim than Big Daddy Kane. You're not gonna catch me on a Talib Kweli type of situation here.
I'll clip it out. I agree with you. I'd rather listen to Rakim over Big Daddy Kane too, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you both keep them in for the legacy aspect.
You got to keep them in.
Now, this next one is interesting.
We have Common.
He's way too high up on the list. Way too high.
At number 20.
Way too high up on the list.
Common can spit, dude.
Yeah, I know. Especially early Common. Kind of going back to what we were saying. What was his big album? Do you have $1? Does anyone have $1? Can I borrow $1? It was something about a fucking dollar. All right. And what's so funny?
I could just hear the gears spinning in your head.
I gotta look it up now. Or Stuart has to look it up.
Yeah,
Stuart,
I'm looking it up. You keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah. So that was like a whole different vibe than when he was.
Bro, I didn't know he had this many albums. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's a deep discography. When he started working,
it's called "Can I Borrow $1?"
Can I borrow $1? Gotcha. Like that's the type of Common, that style of Common. Yeah, he deserves to be on this list. But I feel like that wasn't the Common that was carried out throughout his career. You know. Yeah.
I mean, I think once he got into acting, like so many other rappers, once they get into acting and realize there's a lot more money in it, and they just kind of lose the passion for the music.
Yeah.
You can hear it, and I feel like it definitely happened to him.
He probably is top 50, but just not this high. Just not this high. Man, going through this list just makes me want to be like, okay, well, if not this person, then who? Like, it makes me want to make my own list.
We could do that one day. I see a couple of names that aren't on here that I would like,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is going to be a 2-hour episode. This is just going to be a long one.
That's all right.
Yeah, I think we could keep him sneaking in the top 45, top 50.
Yeah, you've stuffed like 20 people.
But I've gotten rid of like all of them that were there,
Yeah.
I think the only one that I've kept 3 of the top 41 to 50.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like I've shoved 7 more into that that area.
Yeah.
But I like Common. I think Common's, especially like early 2000s, late 90s.
Yep.
Like you said, when he was hungry.
Yeah, that's when he was in his bag. Yep.
That was the era. 19, we got Ghostface Killah.
Absolutely should stay here.
Very talented. He's my favorite member of Wu-Tang.
Yeah, he's second for me. Like, he has albums I've actually like listened to multiple times. His song Run with Jadakiss is probably my favorite Ghostface Killah song.
Fun fact, Mac Lethal like forced me to listen to his entire discography on the road from, I think it was Tulsa, Oklahoma to I think it was somewhere in Kansas. It was like a 6-hour road trip, and he just like was so pissed off that I had never heard of any of his stuff. And like, obviously I had heard a couple of Wu-Tang things, but I wasn't like huge into it, so I didn't know a whole lot of Wu-Tang.
Yeah. And
he was very pissed off at me, and borderline kicked me off the tour because I didn't know all this stuff. So he schooled me a lot.
That's great.
On that
it's
whole
great that he was
scene.
willing to do so.
Oh yeah, dude, he's literally like the smartest book knowledge dude when it comes to rap ever. I'll get him on here one day. He came to my wedding. Did you talk to him there?
I did talk to him there.
Okay. Very knowledgeable guy.
Yeah, we both pulled up at the same time to the wedding, but he missed the golf cart that we took to get down there, and that's why he went running down the hill.
I could see
there.
My wife coming down the aisle, and Mac Lethal was running down the hill side by side to my wife.
Stop the wedding! Stop the wedding! This wedding can't happen.
It was so funny. I was like, "That's my wife."
What?
Is that Mac Lethal?
That could have been a whole
thing. It was
thing.
so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we'll keep it moving. I think we both agree Ghostface is staying in this for sure.
Yep. Sir. Yes.
All right, up next, we got Snoop Dogg.
I said sir. I don't know why I said sir. I have no idea why I said sir.
Because I'm a man.
Great. All right, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to put... Well, I think he's had a better legacy in the rap game than fucking Ice Cube and shit like that. And, yeah, I mean, Snoop Dogg has to be up here.
His voice alone.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg has to be up here.
I agree.
I loved
Top
his
40,
album Doggy Style. That was an old one. Then he did one with the Neptunes.
Did the Christmas album. Everybody loved the Christmas album.
Yeah. Don't forget the BTS album. Or I don't know if he did a whole album with BTS, but he definitely did a song with them.
What?
He's made some interesting to say. He was on the Boyfriend remix. I know that.
I did not know that.
Shouts to all my Big Time Rush. Did I say Big Time Rush or BTS?
You said BTS.
Oh, I meant BTR.
Okay. That makes still doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's still a weird collision of worlds. But
yeah. But he
all right, moving up the list.
Yep.
We both agree. All right, number 17, we have Tyler, the Creator. I don't think Tyler should be on here.
I have recency bias, maybe, but top 50, Tyler. Yeah, I got it.
If we did like a top 50 rappers of the 2020s, maybe.
Listen. This is where it gets interesting. If it was top 50 artists, Tyler's in there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Tyler's in there in top 50 artist. Rapper. It's tough. And I know you're thinking of like Igor and shit like that. That might be like throwing
I'm
you
thinking
off.
of like Goblin, like way back.
Yeah, well, I mean,
because he was a rap guy when he first started.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yonkers, all that shit.
Yeah.
Top 50. It feels like it might be too soon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he could be.
That's another thing with these lists is it's so hard to put like current artists in the top 50 all-time categories. It's the same with like sports too. Like when people are currently active, it makes it harder to put them in an all-time list. And then when they retire or when they stop doing stuff, it makes it easier to judge their whole discography. Because he could totally go and fuck up his discography and drop himself off the list.
Yeah, not going to happen. Don't ever. But yeah. Tyler, for me, I'm very biased. That's my guy. He has to stay in here.
Okay. I don't agree. I don't know enough, I suppose. But I do know quite a bit.
Yeah.
I know more of his older stuff.
Yeah. Stuff. Listen to Call Me If You Get Lost. That's an all rap album. Well, most of it is all rap, but yeah.
And I like the rap that he did on this last album. It was like a good mixture, I felt like.
Yeah, but the production definitely outshined his rapping. Like it was like his raps were just more suitable for his production type thing, which is the type of shit I want to get more into. So people could realize that I'm not a horrible rapper, or that I am. No, so people don't see that I'm a horrible rapper. There we go. You're
trying to mask the fact that you suck at making
exactly. By making great production to match mine. Yeah.
All right, so we're split on this. I don't have Tyler on there. You do.
I do. I can't. All right. Leave him off.
All right, that's fine. That's understandable. I can see your viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Going to number 16 in this hour-long segment, we have Lil' Kim. And there's the copyright claim. It's going to happen. 2-hour podcast. Joey beatboxes for 10 seconds. A Lil' Kim song.
I fell off beat a little bit, so hopefully that fixes it. But yeah. Yeah, definitely. Great beat.
Dude, I'm sitting here trying to think of I can't even think of a Lil' Kim solo song. I can think of all the features she's been on.
Well, here's the thing. She was with the group. What was her group? What was her group? Lil' Kim.
I don't know.
Rap group. It's iconic, and we suck. Junior Mafia. Holy shit.
She was with Junior Mafia?
Yes.
Dude, I did not know that.
Yeah. So this makes it interesting, dude, you know, because there's probably a lot of verses. I just feel like
I don't even fucking know hip-hop history when I do this shit.
Now, imagine if I was wrong about this. No, I'm not wrong. Okay, good.
You Googled it, right?
Yeah. Not at first. I was like, yeah, she was. Well, I had to look up rap group Lil' Kim because I knew she was with Biggie in a rap group.
Okay.
But yeah. So, you know, this makes it hard for me. I mean, her solo stuff, Jump Off, Lighters Up. That's all I really fucking remember. I don't really remember much of her solo stuff. Oh, what the fuck? The Lick My Dick. What was her song? The fucking How Many Licks? How Many Licks? How Many Licks?
Yeah.
There we go. I think that's Timbaland production too, if I'm not tripping. But yeah. What are you doing on this list? I don't think she belongs up here. But now I
don't think so.
It makes me want to go back and listen to those Junior Mafia projects and see, hey, maybe she was really popping off, you know? But top 50? Nah.
Top 50's crazy.
Because she wasn't even the best rapper in the group. So
who? Yeah, I need to go back and look.
And I'm only saying that because
every time I hear Lil' Kim, I think of Biggie Smalls and I think of fucking Lady Marmalade.
Yeah. Right. But
that's her biggest song.
Wait, was B.I.G. in Junior Mafia? Now
I think he was associated, but I just remember Tupac saying "fuck Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafias," or Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia are some mark ass bitches. I know I said that super white, but
You did. I have water in my mouth.
my camera froze for the fourth fucking time.
W episode. All right. I had water in my mouth, and it's so hard not to spit it out.
This is awful.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This is
what an episode, man.
This is great. Can't wait till
We're
we
not
get to
even
the
in the
games.
top 15 yet.
ASAP
We're gonna see
Rocky.
a fucking 3-hour YouTube video. What is this shit? I'm not watching this.
Top 15. ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky
No. Culturally,
gets
yes.
a lot of hype.
Culturally, yes. Skill wise, no. Then people are like, you're saying ASAP Rocky is a better rapper than, or not a better rapper than some of these people like Future. Go fuck yourself. I get it.
Yeah.
I just no. But then you got people saying, hey, if you're gonna put Tyler up there, you gotta put ASAP Rocky up there. Because maybe skill wise they're comparable. I don't
know enough of ASAP Rocky.
I don't know, dude. I don't. Why isn't fucking what's his name? Holy shit, Travis Scott. Why isn't he up here? You know, there's a lot of people that. This list is weird. The more I'm thinking about it,
it is a weird list.
Why the fuck is Chuck D number 14?
I don't know. Because he's dead.
If you want to be a great rapper, die. That's our advice here at the Papa Do Podcast. In all seriousness, Chuck D, man, I don't know, man. That's another legacy.
I mean, he gets a lot of respect. He's another guy that I hear a lot of rappers talk about just in respect.
Yeah. It falls in the Big Daddy Kane category. It's like, so I don't know. I feel like he's way too high, though. Way too high.
I don't know enough. Chuck D's not dead. I'm thinking of Heavy D.
Oh, you think?
God dang it, dude. I just...
Chuck D come through in the comments. Be like, bitch, I'm alive. I'm not dead.
My brain is fried. It's been such a long week.
It's
and
funny
it's Monday.
I could hear. I could read Crip's mind right now through this call we're making, and I could see the comments like scrolling like credits at the end of a movie in his YouTube comments saying how much the motherfucker doesn't know about hip hop.
It's so crazy, man. Everything I know will get discredited, but I said Talib Kweli and Chuck D, confused him with Heavy D.
Listen. We both have hip hop.
God.
Hip hop is a big world. There's a lot of history. It's a big world. There's subgenres. We've had different experiences.
I'm not putting this episode out.
You said that last episode.
I'm not doing it.
Missy
There's
Elliott.
too much embarrassment in this one.
Missy Elliott's
100%.
number 13. She stays.
She's my favorite female MC of all time.
Okay, her flavor was never mine, so I was never the biggest fan.
Yeah.
But she was a little too weird for me. Yep, and I know that I'm a Tyler
like
the
the
Creator
weirdness.
fan, but maybe it was when she was dropping.
Hypocrisy, we love it. Dude, when you got Missy Elliott and Timbaland together, that you knew the song was immediately going to be insane.
Yeah, for sure. But I was trying not to think about that. I was trying not to think about the production or producer helping out the enjoyment of the song aspect. If you get what I'm saying, just with this list here.
I get it.
I'm trying to think about.
Moving on.
Notorious B.I.G. needs to be higher, but he's number 12.
I agree.
He's number 12. He's
I think he's like top 7.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Just the flow, just stop. It was just
Yeah, literally nobody could ever replicate
Infectious.
something that infectious. You said the word.
Andre 3000 definitely deserves to be on the list. I don't know about number 11, but he deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, he's a weird one. I think he deserves to be on the list as well, but he's a weird one. Like, so many people say, like, they see him as one of the best rappers of all time, and I think they only said it because Eminem said it in a song one time.
yeah, I don't know. For me, I always looked at him as more of, the guy that sings an Outkast. But as time went on, he started to really flex that rap muscle and made
super
fucking
conscious
statement. Every time he did a verse, he stole the show. It's kind of weird that he ended up being a better rapper than Big Boy to me. So
it is.
Yeah.
But I even love in Hey Ya, he quite literally says, like, y'all don't even want to hear what I'm talking about. You just want to dance. And like, he just kind of shows the way people listen to music.
Right.
Like, he was saying some real shit in that song, but then goes on to say, he's like, y'all not even paying attention. You just want to dance.
Yeah,
so,
he's very self-aware.
Hey Ya!
Or not even self-aware, just
really
very aware of... I don't know. He's probably one of the smarter rappers out there, for sure. One of the smarter artists.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Plays a mean flute.
I don't know about that, but I'll take your word for it. Eminem at
I didn't
number
listen
10.
to the flute album.
Eminem at number 10.
Egregious.
Needs to be
egregious. Lower. Very low.
Needs to be lower.
Yes.
Oh man, no, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I think Eminem is the best rapper of all time.
Yeah, I'm probably there with you on that. A lot of people probably don't think I think that. I'm pretty sure your fans think that I fucking hate Eminem. But it's not true at all. His music just lost me a little bit at a certain point. But yeah. Oh yeah.
You live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah, I would to me, Eminem, typical scenario here, two white guys on a podcast saying Eminem is the best rapper of all time. He's the best. No one's better than him.
Just the double entendres, man, and just the insane amount of flows that he's had, the cadences, the impact, the re-listenability. There's just a lot.
Nothing much to say there. Yeah. Nas.
9. Nas.
I'm with
Needs
it.
to be higher.
I'm with it. Yep.
Needs to be higher.
Yeah.
One of the best storytellers ever.
Absolutely.
Super. Just again, needs to be higher.
One of the
top,
best
top
voices.
5 for me.
One of the best voices.
Very unique.
Raps from the back of his
Mean
throat.
as fuck when he wants to diss somebody.
I know, bro. And it's crazy when that happened. First of all, I was late to it. Okay, I'm not gonna act like I was 11 when Ether came out. I wasn't bumping it.
It's like, I'm pretty sure we were like in middle school. You were definitely in middle school. I think I was in elementary school when that shit went down.
Wait, 11? Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't. So I was late to it, a couple of years late. Not that late, but I didn't know that Nas had that in his bag when I first heard that, and it was such a unorthodox beat, that whole Ether beat. Like, anyways, that's just one song. His discography is insane. His most albums that he has is no skips. Yeah, easy. Obviously, supposed to be top 10. So yeah.
All right, number 8, Nicki Minaj. I think it's crazy that she's in the top 10.
Crazy that she's in the top 10. Yep, for sure. But
I put her in the top 50.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I would put her in the top 50. I would.
All right. What were you gonna say?
I was taking a swig of water, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was. I think some people might get a little bit of clouded judgment by the pop wave that she was on. But I think she's slowly starting to revert back to her roots. And I don't know, man. She has some undeniable verses and features, and yeah, I think it's easy that she's in the top 50, maybe even top 40. But yeah, it's weird that she's that close to Wayne on this list, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, I wouldn't put top 10, but I think her monster guest verse is top 5 guest feature verses ever. Yeah.
I would have to think about that,
like
but
it is so crazy.
Thinking off of it, yeah, that's what you think of. To me, when you think of Nicki Minaj, I think of that verse right away. So yeah.
All right. All right, number 7, we got Kanye. I think should be on the list, but I don't think Kanye is as good as a rapper as everybody tells me that he is.
I agree.
So I think top 25 suitable.
I actually
top 30.
mimic my whole engineering style off of Kanye, because Kanye never really has
Why the fuck
dubs.
have we not blown up yet?
He never really has dubbed vocals or background vocals.
You hate when I do dubs.
And that's
You hate
why.
it. You take them out.
Because of Kanye. Like, he always just had one main line.
I never knew why.
Yeah. That's...
See, and that's the thing is I love the panned doubles, like what Eminem does, what Tech 9 does, what Hobson does.
Yeah.
Like that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
And you always take them out of my songs, and I hate you for
I don't take them out. I just keep them low.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
So, yeah, I don't think they should be loud and in your face. But I guess it depends on the song. It's all about the song, what the song calls for.
Yeah.
And sometimes, yeah, I'm definitely a dick about that. Speaking of dick.
Drake? That's the segue? We didn't even need a segue. We're still on the same topic.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Drake
Crazy.
obviously is top 10 to me. He is.
Yeah, Drake's top 15.
Okay.
Might be top 10.
I respect that.
I'd have to really sit and think about it, but he knows how to rap.
You know,
He makes super listenable songs.
it does go back to the whole different discussion of if it was a top 50 artist list. If it's top 50 artist list, Drake is top 10, maybe
Probably
even top
number
5.
one.
Probably number 1? Well, I guess it depends what you're
Probably.
talking about. Depends what you're talking about, I guess. Like what
As
aspect
an
you're looking
artist?
at. Yeah. I mean, the numbers would say that, yes. But I don't know if, like, I don't know. There's so many things that you could do to categorize these people. So it's, yeah.
All right. We both agree. Number 5, we got Tupac.
It's obvious that he's top 10 to me. I was more of a, it's stupid. This is a very stupid statement, but when I first got into hip hop, it was kind of like, is it Tupac or Biggie? Which one do I like? I like Biggie more, you know?
Yeah.
So that kind of like really messed up my whole Tupac experience, especially because my brother was the big Tupac fan. So it was kind of like, well, if my brother likes Tupac, I can't like Tupac. But as I've matured more, I've, tried to build a time machine so I could go back in time and smack the shit out of myself for thinking that way. Still working on it. But yeah, obviously he belongs here. And I kind of like the number 5 spot too. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it either. Another one cut down super early in his prime. I went back and looked the other day when we were talking about posthumous albums. He has 7 posthumous albums.
Oh, 7. Damn.
7.
Well,
that's ridiculous.
The thing is like, even though you said he was cut down early, like when I think of cut down early, I think of Big L, which who should be up here, by the way. But
same, Big Pun, both of them.
But him too. Yeah, Big Pun should definitely be up here. Oh God. Anyways, he still had a huge discography before he was taken away. You know what I mean? Before he was killed. Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, Tupac would have been, I don't know, bro. It's crazy that impact was made in such a short time. Kind of reminds me of the Beatles. You know what I mean? The Beatles were only around for a few years. A lot of people don't realize that.
Dude, it's crazy. I've seen this discussion before, and I think it'd be interesting to dive into one day. I don't think Eminem would have been Eminem if Tupac was still around. I don't think. I don't know. It would have been a weird world to live in, but I don't think he would be near as popular, near as big. I think the skill eventually would have got out to everybody, but I mean, I just don't know.
Interesting discussion there.
Yeah.
All right.
I forget which rapper said it, but like they said, because Eminem idolizes Tupac so much, and they said like if Tupac was still alive, you'd be one of the rappers he was dogging on 24/7.
Wow.
And that really made me think, is like, he's probably right. Like, I don't think Tupac would have rocked with him at first.
Right. Right. And
So
that would
it's a
have
weird one
slowed
to
down
think
all
about.
the momentum coming out the gate.
Yeah. Yep.
But
I don't know.
Tupac,
He might have been okay
Pac
because
worked with Dre. Well, then Dre wouldn't have gave
that's literally what's
as much attention.
That's what I was about to say. Is like he worked with Dre
Yeah.
and the whole West Coast stuff.
It's hard to say
So-
then. Yeah, he probably wouldn't have gave him as
It
much
would've.
attention. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yep.
Eminem
Somewhere in
sucks.
an
No, I'm
alternate
just
universe, it's happening right now.
I just said Eminem sucks.
All right, we're moving on.
I
We
was
both
kidding.
agree.
I was kidding. All right. Anyways, J. Cole.
Number 4, J. Cole.
Pretty obvious. He deserves to be up here.
Agree.
For me though, I don't know about top 5 of all time.
Of all time, maybe not. Top 10, yes. I really enjoy J. Cole.
Yeah.
I think he's very versatile, and he's just got a lot of listenable songs.
Yep.
Really good voice,
Yep.
cool flows, and he switches it up. Good beat selections.
Yep.
It's just a total package, I feel like.
Yep. I liked his debut album. I liked his some albums he falls short on. They are weird. They just don't flow together right, or the song choices are weird, or some of the hook games might be weak on certain songs. But I don't know. He what was his? Oh my god, I can't think of the last album that came out.
That was. If you didn't say anything, I would have told you. Keep talking, I'll figure it out.
Okay, well, his first album where he was under Rockefeller, that shit was fire. Then you had
Last album was Might Delete Later, by the way.
No, I wasn't thinking of that one. I was thinking of
Oh, you.
the
All right,
one where
well,
it really
you keep
got
talking,
back
I'll
in the
try to
hip
find
hop
more.
bag. The off season, shit, Jesus Christ.
Off season, that's what it is.
Yeah, I love that album. I think that album's great. I think Forest Hill Drive is amazing.
Yeah.
Cold World. Oh, that was the name of the album. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's those are hits. But then you got Drugs. Is that what that album is called? Where he went into that triplet flow bag a little bit. KOD, Kids on Drugs. Okay, KOD.
Oh yeah, KOD.
Shit like that. I don't know. There's some misses up there, and I don't know. Is these are the type of things that hold me back from putting them in the top 5. You know what I mean? So, but
I agree.
if I say that about his albums, then I'm I guess I could say same thing about Eminem. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, he could have the 4th spot on this list for how weird it is. So sure.
It's a very weird list. I give him top 15.
Yeah.
And again, it's something I'd if we ever make our own list, we could try that one day.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of want to.
All right, we're going to keep it moving. Number 3, we got Lil Wayne. I think this is a no-brainer.
Yep.
100% on this list, and I think he's top 5.
Yep. When he first came out, I never thought I would say this, though. 15 years ago or whatever, something like that. That's not when he came out. He came out before that, but it's that run, bro, the drought run, the drought mixtapes. When he went on that run and put out the Carter 2, and oh my god.
Just scared the whole industry.
Insane. I was like, what? He could do this?
It's crazy. Crazy time to be alive.
Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Real G's moving silence like lasagna. I'm like, whoa.
Just taking the whole world by storm.
Yeah, bro, that was whew.
Introducing double entendres to the mainstream.
Good point.
Genius.
Good point. There were really good punchline rappers around that time. Lloyd Banks being one of them. Cassidy being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Lil Wayne just he just ended up securing his spot.
I said this in a reaction one time. I feel like he pioneered that in your face double entendre style.
Mm-hmm.
Like him and Big Sean back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Well, Big Sean
also,
was a lot later, but yeah, Big Sean clearly has inspiration from Lil Wayne and shit like that. So, yeah, so fucking dope. Even with that voice.
Number 2. Number 2, we got Kendrick Lamar.
Don't know what he's doing on this
right
list.
Now. I think he's 100% top 50 rapper of all time. I put him top 10.
Wow. Wow. Only top 10.
I don't know if. Well, that could be anywhere from 1 to 10, Joe. Doesn't mean it has to be 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't put him at number 2. I'd probably put him closer to 4 or 5. I think
it's tough for me because from a technical aspect, he's top 5 easily, right? But
right,
Kendrick Lamar, a lot of his, I don't know. A lot of his music at first wasn't really my thing. Like more mixtape Kendrick. So it took me a while to like get into, it's like that's what those big commercial songs are for. Like swimming pools. I always fucking mention that when I talk about Kendrick. But that was like, oh, you could make those catchy songs. All right, let me now tap into the discography. And like, To Pimp a Butterfly is one of my favorite album listening experiences of all time. It really is.
Really?
Yeah. It was like so poetic and just the way it all flowed together and the whole concept of it all. And I don't know. It was something about that listening experience that I couldn't stop. I mean, I didn't skip anything, but I never really do on a first listen. But it was, I don't know. I still remember it. I still remember that experience. And, yeah, man. Kendrick Lamar, I think, is a no-brainer, just deserves to be up here. So we could just kind of keep it at that.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like Kendrick being forced down my throat right now, which is giving me some disdain. Because I've always liked Kendrick a lot.
Uh-huh.
And here recently, it's just like, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I'm being force-fed him.
Well, I think he's riding the wave.
If I don't say he's the greatest of all time, then I'm discredited.
I think he's doing the right thing by riding the wave right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and not just disappearing like he usually does to go into quote-unquote album mode and shit like that. I think he's playing so smart right now. Playing so smart. Yeah.
I think he makes great albums. I didn't like Mr. Morale and Big Steppers as much as everybody else did, but like I loved Damn. I loved Good Kid, Mad City. I really liked the last album he did, GNX, GTX, GSE, GMC, whatever the hell we kept calling
it. Right. What's the protein place? The place where you go buy your protein and like vitamins and shit.
GNC.
Oh, GNC. There you go. It's all the same shit. But yeah. No, I definitely was more on a high when I listened to that album. Mr. Morale.
My computer froze for the 5th time.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I was more on a high and more excited about the drop. So it was like everything that came out of his mouth when I listened to that album was like, oh! But when it started to settle down and I really gave it another listen, I was like, oh, it's cool. But yeah. And then number 1. It's appropriate for a Forbes. It's appropriate for a Forbes list.
It is very appropriate. He is the richest rapper of all time.
Listen. I'm not mad at this.
I'm upset with it. I don't think Jay-Z is. Jay-Z's a top 10. I don't think Jay-Z's the best rapper of all time.
I think it's arguable.
Super overrated.
I think it's super overrated. Damn.
Super overrated.
Bro, Jay-Z is.
Blueprint was awesome. It went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Changed my mind.
Jesus. No. I mean, yes. Bro, Blueprint 2 came out after that. Fucking phenomenal. No skips. Double track album or double sided album.
Hold on.
Yeah, but Blueprint 2 had Hovey Baby. It had
Was Blueprint 2
Blueprint was produced by Kanye. That was all Kanye production.
Yeah, that was 2000.
Izzo, yeah, Izzo. Bonnie and Clyde was on Blueprint 2. Lady, bitch. Excuse me, miss. That was on Blueprint 2.
Oh, the Black Album too. Okay, hold on.
Black Album is insane.
All right, let me look through this.
And then
shit
he dropped
again.
more
I thought
banger
the Black Album was
albums
before
after
Blueprint.
that quote unquote retirement album. But it's not even that, bro. That's like Like, he was really in it. Same fucking song and dance. He was in his bag really with, Reasonable Doubt and all his early shit,
All right. So I'm thinking of, like, 444. I did not like that. That came out, like, when I started to do
that
music
was
stuff.
start of the decline. That was the start of the decline.
I think I've just got a bad taste in my mouth from that. But Blueprint.
I can see that.
Blueprint was awesome. The Black Album was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I had the Black Album before Blueprint in my timeline.
Mm-hmm. Even Blueprint 3,
But
which kind of seemed like it was milking the cow a little bit too much. That one had the New York. New York.
Oh, really? See, this commercial.
Oh.
This is another rapper, though, that Mac Lethal really, really schooled me on. Because obviously I was aware of Jay-Z and many of his songs, but he showed me Blueprint for the first time.
Wow.
And, like, again, I was listening to that on tour, on the road, between cities, and I was like, this is a fucking awesome album.
Yep.
This is an incredible album listening experience.
Yep.
And I don't get that a whole lot when I listen to albums sometimes. So, like, my expectations were set very high because that was the first album that I heard from him in its entirety. And then I think 444 I heard right after that. And I was like, okay, what the fuck happened in these years?
That's a huge gap. That's a massive gap.
So I'm like learning of all this stuff at the same time. So I get my years mixed up a little bit.
I get it. Bro, listen. What we're doing here isn't easy. Being able to like think about all our hip hop knowledge and all our experiences and try to on the fly just put it on the line, you know what I mean? And put it out there to the world so people could say whatever they say about our hip hop takes.
Two white dudes with bad rap takes.
Hell yeah. Damn right. But yeah, man, Jay-Z is definitely number 2 for me of all time. He's right under Eminem.
Jay-Z, I like Nas better than Jay-Z. Okay. Obviously, I like Eminem better than Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
I like Lil Wayne better than Jay-Z.
Okay.
And then we're kind of getting into where he can fall for me.
Gotcha.
Right around Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, that era.
Hey, that's respectable. But yeah, it's an interesting list. It's not horrible. Like some names that have to be there are there. But there is some diciness for sure.
So real quick before we do that, I might cut this up into 2 different episodes.
Really?
I'm thinking about cutting like just one episode is straight up the top 50 rappers and then the Doechii stuff that we talked about earlier. Because that was almost 40 minutes before we started talking about this.
So we get the week off?
Maybe. I don't know. But I want you to give me one rapper that has to be on here that is missing, and then give me one rapper that is like a hot take that you think should be on here.
Well, the one that has to be on there that's missing, I mean, between those 2 big rappers that we mentioned, Big L and Big Pun, I guess just because I would say Big L. Big L has to be up here.
Yeah. Again, both of them cut down super short in their career.
Right. That's where I was.
You hear so many. Yeah, you just hear so many of like the respectable Hall of Fame rappers talk about how great they were, and so it's hard to ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you on that. Give me some hot takes.
A hot take of someone that should be on here would be like Travis Scott. Is that really a hot take though?
Not really, because you got guys like Future on here. You got, people that don't make like rap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I would put him. Like Juice WRLD, same thing. It's the same lane.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of more.
So I've got 2. I think Big Sean should be on here.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. At this point, I know you like Big Sean.
I'd like to see him on here.
But
I'm gonna give you one more.
Okay.
This one's out of left field.
Okay.
But this man had the industry in a fucking death grip in the mid 2000s.
I'm trying to wait. Hold on. Young Jeezy?
No.
Oh, hold on. Let me think of what. Wait, I really want to guess. Let's play Guess the Rapper. Let's just do it on the fly.
Fun fact, this guy is actually the guy that I had for Guess the Rapper. Not even joking.
Really?
I swear.
In the mid 2000s, he had his hand around the rap game's dick.
Yeah.
Like firm grip.
Pretty solid. You weren't not hearing a song by him somewhere that you went. And I think he's super underrated.
Man. Oh, man. I really want to guess this.
I'll give you one more hint. He's kind of followed the same avenue that some of the other rappers have on here have followed.
Oh. Movies. Movie rapper. I can't think of it. Who?
Come on, you can do this. Movie rapper.
Movie rapper?
Mid 2000s, 2005 to like 2012 probably. But I was also doing stuff in the early 2000s.
I want one more hint. Movies? Rapper? Nah, I can't think of who it is. I wonder if the listeners are like, yo, how is he not realizing it's blank? Was he in a rap group?
No.
Not in a rap group. Interesting. Man, it's not looking good. I can't think. Too much pressure.
It's a long time.
Too much pressure.
Just think of some rappers that have been in movies, that are in movies.
I'm only thinking of fucking Are We There Yet? I'm thinking of Ice Cube. Common in that one movie with the bad bitch. Eminem was in fucking Funny Guy, which wasn't funny.
It wasn't. I hated that movie. This guy's name is an adjective.
Run.
Do you know what adjectives are?
Run? No.
That's a verb.
Wait. Yes. The American school system has failed me greatly, bro.
Adjectives are words that describe things.
Funky.
That would be an adjective. Yes.
Dirty. Janky. Stop torturing me. Just tell me who it is.
I want you to realize this.
I need another hint.
All right. There's like one specific franchise that he is in.
Franchise Boys. No.
Them Franchise Boys? 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, them? God.
No.
Oh. I was like, Juicy J. Wiz Khalifa. He's not an actor. 2005 to 2012. Why are you doing this to me? What? People don't want to hear me struggle.
I do. I love it. And I also said early 2000s too.
And the early 2000s. Okay. So obviously we're talking about... His first album
was in 1999. Wow. I've given you so many hints. I can't... If you're listening on Spotify right now, somehow 2.5 hours into this shit, comment. Who do you think I'm talking about right now?
Who is... Wait, who... Is he still making movies now?
Yes.
Denzel Washington.
Dude, this is awful. This is
I can't
crazy.
think on the flat. Where's he from?
I can't give you the city. He's a down south rapper.
Down south.
Atlanta.
And I still can't figure this shit out. Atlanta. I can't do it. I can't think. Please tell me.
He's actually not from Atlanta. Sorry, he's from Illinois. He's from Champaign, Illinois.
Oh,
I thought he was an Atlanta rapper for some reason. No, very close though. Same lane.
Same lane.
Not really the same lane, but kinda.
What? You suck.
Nelly would also be another hot take, but you're so close. And Nelly was part of a rap group, by the way.
Yeah, he was.
And he's from St. Louis, by the way, not Champaign, Illinois. Come on!
What'd you just say?
Nelly's from St. Louis. He's not from Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah.
This rapper's from Illinois. I thought for sure he's from Atlanta,
St.
though.
Louis is in Illinois. No, it's in Missouri. It's in Missouri. Oh, okay. Listen. I live on the east, all right? I don't know. Fuck this shit.
I'm slap happy now. Can you just guess this fucking rapper so we can end this shit? We're not even doing the game. I'm just trying to get you to guess my hot take.
And he's from Illinois.
And I've given you so many hints.
So that would mean Chicago.
Oh. God.
I don't know shit about hip hop, man.
You know who this rapper is, dude. You know everything that I'm telling you now. This has been a 10-minute segment.
2005 to 2012.
2000 to probably 2010, 2013 era.
Like a grip. A grip.
You did not go to a party, to a club without hearing one of this man's songs.
Ludicrous.
Thank you. Jesus. That's the end of the Papa Do podcast, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Papa Do!